Hi guys, welcome back to Purpose 2K15. So, today I thought I was going to teach you a tutorial today. Yep, you are getting a tutorial for me today, and I cannot even believe it or believe so. Yeah. Today I'm going to teach you how to make your own OCs, original characters. And I am going to say probably there are a lot of apps that do OCs, but I recommend to say this, but be very careful when you're making your own original character. Because my Purpose 2K15 persona had to go through a lot of changes before coming up to this final one, which I'm happy for right now. But things can change at any time soon. As soon as there's like a Ratena style backdrop, I will put that in. So yeah. There are several ways you can go about with an OC. So yeah. I hope you like my tutorial. Before I start with that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And definitely check out the notifications. Click on the notifications. And don't forget to check out my community. Anyways, let's get started. So, this is just my own way of making an OC, but there are definitely a lot of ways you can do so. These are just completely my own ways of how I can do some things like that. So first things first. If you have a little bit of luck, you might come across an idea to make your own. Here is my recreation of the dancing girls from the Sorry music video. You see how I completely made this. I actually made this by myself with a little bit of help with Copilot. I know some people are going to say AI generation's not that bad. AI is so bad it's taking over your creativity. Don't worry, because this is just one of the ways that you can make an OC. And here is Haley. Don't worry, there is an explanation for this. And Haley is just sipping her drink. And here is my recreation of the Purpose album cover in anime style. I think this is just super duper cute. And I'm super glad I get to make this. I love everything about it. So yeah. The comics, we will get to another tutorial of how to do your comics, because comics are just a good way of sharing your love and creativity. That is way number one. Way number two requires a lot more creativity. So when you're in PicsArt, you need to know that PicsArt will give you a limited kind of space. As you can see, my storage is full. So we're going to click See All. I said See All. And then because I no longer am working on Club Goosey, I will be deleting that thumbnail. And I don't want to delete any of these right now, but this was a apology letter from my mom. We don't need it. And I should not be able to delete any of this. We will work on a replica later. So then you're going to click, I do not want to click edit image or video. You're going to click create, and then you're going to click on, I don't think you can go as far as like that. Yeah, get out. And yeah. You're going to click See All Backgrounds. For my OC today, I will choose this guy. But you can click on whatever you want. Today, I'm just going to do this simple square for my OC. So now we're going to click on sticker. These are stickers. That I typically use for my OCs. There are several stickers, but we're going to click on search. The first thing you want to do is type in body. Just body. There are so many options for your body. Today I'm going to do a gotcha character, and I'm going to place it in here. This is the body I'm going to use for my gotcha. And then I just saw this cute little hoodie. So I'm going to do that. As you work with your OC, make sure that you try to get something that is close to the original as possible. I do not want to ruin this. You may need to resize it until you get it to work. I want to be able to see my OC's hands. Well, not trying to expose my OC's arms. It's okay. We will find some other things to do with my OC. Now, after you choose your OC, we're going to save OC for later. And what you're going to do now is search up. You're going to type in hair. For my own context, please do not use all the real life here. Only because some of these are copyrighted to the actual celebrities themselves. I recommend using animated hair. Like this. And then you will be able to place it on your OC. Now I placed my hair on my OC. What you're going to do next is search for a face. So you're going to type in face. And then you're going to look at the face options. I typically like cutesy, like cute-esque kind of face. So what I'm going to do is keep on scrolling. Once I find the one I want, I will scroll closer to my OC. I will install the face on my OC. Now my OC has a face. And the next thing you want to do is search up clothing. I typically like to use real clothing because those are not copyrighted. And then typically you can find options for gotcha-like characters. And then you can click on that to fit your OC. Now, as you can see, my OC is completely wearing a character, her outfit. Typically, I would do the shoes. So, let me see if I have room for that. To search up for your OC shoes, you're going to go back to the search bar and click shoes. OCs should be wearing their shoes. So, let me try to find one that is going to fit with an OC. Is this going to... Yes, that is an OC-friendly shoe. And then you're going to fit this onto your OC. You are almost done with your OC. And then now you're going to choose a fun accessory. A fun little accessory. Glasses. So I'm going to choose a typical... They don't have to be real. They don't have to look fake. I just am going to choose these glasses because it's fun. I am going to fit these over my OC. And then for funsies, I think I'm going to get her a purse. So I'm going to type in purse. And then what you're going to do is look for the purse that you want. Make sure if you're doing animated characters, you can do animated characters. But there is another type of OC we can do. But you do need to be careful. You do need to be careful because some of these are copyrighted. I am going to choose a little milk bag. And then you're going to fit this over your OC. Now your OC is done. You do want to trademark this as our original character. So what you're going to do is bring up the text, and then you're going to type in your name. For me, I'm going to use my online persona name to purpose 2K15. And what you're going to do is shrink this to fit your like little box. Now what you can do is click on the download tab and then download another copy just in case. But you don't have to be done here because there's another way you can go about this. So I'm going to put in positive. You don't have to be done with this. So you're gonna. I will be putting in for me positive, and I will choose my own color. I will choose my own color. So yeah. After that, and then I will go on to brushes, and then I'm going to do the hearts because you guys missed the hearts. And then I'm going to sprinkle my character with love. Maybe this is something I should be doing with my album covers. It's like putting my name right here, but the name would have to be the other side if I was going to do a parent advisory logo. So yeah, this is what the finished product will look like. Make sure you download it again. I'm going to download it in another copy. If you go onto your photos, if you don't see it right away, it should be under your gallery, and I cannot believe it. My OC turned out great. Now, there is another way you can go about this. Now, this is something I enjoy. It's called Neku. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dress up a character. Skip intro. So what you can do is you can dress up any character you want. Like this is a character station. This is where your character can be made. So you could dress up any character you want. So I have a full video on Neku already. So this is something I shouldn't be covering right now. I shouldn't be covering at the moment. As you can see, you do need to buy... And then you can make your own OCs. For me, I like my OCs to be like a little dollistic. And then OCs could be typically fun to make. And then I can make this into an OC. And I love doing my OCs like this because it lets me get my own creative control. So you can do whatever you want on Neku. Yes, Neku is a real app. And yeah. And then the backdrops are seriously super duper cute. Super duper cute. You get to do whatever you want with them. In order to edit out you're gonna have to watch an ad. I don't obviously want to because of copyright. And then you can take a picture of snap the picture of your OC. And I'm afraid we are going to have to watch an ad before I can do that. I have to get out of it. I do have my own video of OCs. I already have that as a video. So this is something I shouldn't be covering as a full app. You should be watching, and I will put out an Avatar ranking playlist so you can find the Neku episode so you can check it out. And that's where I originally created my persona profile picture. So that's how you make your own OCs here. And that's how I do mine. But there are all countless other ways you can do it. I'm sure there's a lot of things you can do for free. But for me, I just use PicsArt. PicsArt and Neku are completely free and easy. So yeah. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial because I enjoy sharing things that I do for me. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and definitely turn on that notification bell so you can receive more updates and more videos from me. And plus, I have a whole entire community open with some fun little things I talk about. So make sure you're staying tuned in the community. We are bringing out some new rules to the community, so stay tuned for that. And finally, Purpose 2K15 got US approved. So you should check my description because it now says the United States. Anyways, I'll see you till the next video. So until then, bye.